Well, as the Calgary Stampeders were looking for their second straight berth in the Grey Cup championship game, they had a lot to overcome. For the last 5 years, the host team in the Western Final had failed to advance to the Grey Cup game. So as the Stampeders took to the field at McMahon Stadium last Sunday, they had to overcome more than just the Edmonton Eskimos. They also had to overcome a lot of history. For a third straight year, Edmonton and Calgary. This time, the Stamps with Flutie. For Edmonton to win, it would have to stop the league's MVP for the last 2 years, Calgary quarterback Doug Flutie. But his scrambling, hustling, and playground instincts looked to put Calgary in a dominating position early on.
First half, I think everybody was, there was too much emotion. People were too fired up, and we weren't making the plays that we normally make. Balls were getting dropped, people going the wrong way or running wrong routes, and that gets frustrating offensively.
Known for making the big play, Henry the Gizmo Williams gave Calgary a big opportunity, fumbling to give the Stampeders excellent field position. Flutie took it in himself, proving his arm isn't his only weapon. Calgary led 10-1. After a safety put Calgary up 12-1, it was time for the Eskimos to get a break. And Tracy Ham took advantage, hooking up with the Giz. Edmonton had new life. Ham played most of the game hurt, but his courage and determination kept him going. And he ran in this touchdown to put the Eskimos ahead. The Stamps need a touchdown. Flutie is intercepted. It appears Calgary will not get another chance.
The thing that killed us in that was field position. We lose 40 yards. Instead of punting and backing them up and making them punt into the wind, they got the ball out near midfield, and they even moved for a couple of first downs after that. So they were getting on the verge of having a shot at the field goal, and that could have killed us.
Back to pass again. He's looking downfield. He's got a man open. It's got on a play at the 16-yard line by Alan Pitt.
We knew when we punted the football the last time that you know, it was going to this was the effort. We had to have it right there. We're going to have to come up with a turnover or stop them or something, because the whole game was going to come down to that drive.
He is going to run with it. He'll cut it into the 5 to the 3, first down.
It's terrible to give it to Doug Flutie and tell him that he's got a minute to try and win the game for them, but we did it. We gave him a chance, and he responded.
Doug Flutie, he's going to try and take it himself to the 1. Touchdown, Doug Flutie! Touchdown, Flutie with 19 seconds left.
You know, there's an old saying, too, that as long as there's time on the clock, the team's not out of it. And if the right guy has the ball in his hands, he can make things happen. And that's certainly what they did today. And, you know, my hat goes off to them. They played a good football game. It's a tough one for us to lose.
The extra point and the right guy at the right time had done it again. 77 seconds was all he needed to get Calgary to the Grey Cup.